Everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to make the head of the lalaloopsy. First, you make 12 single crochets for the first round. So you make 12 X single crochets. This is number 1, 2, and do it for until you reach this marker. Then you move 3 stitches forward, not 1, 2, and 3 stitches to the center, and put your marker there. So this is number 1, 2, and 3, and then you move your marker to here. This is the beginning of the next round. In the next round, you make 12 increases. That is, you make 2 stitches in every stitch for 12 times. So for increase, you make 2 stitches. This is number 1 and number 2 in the same stitch. So you must increase every stitch, and at the end you will have 24 single crochets. Now we make in this round 1 single crochet and 1 increase for 12 times. So we make 1 single crochet and 1 increase, and do it for 12 times. At the end, you will have 36 single crochets. In the next round, you make 5 single crochets and 1 increase for 6 times, and at the end, you will have 42 single crochets. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you make 1 increase and do it for 6 times. In the next round, you make 6 single crochets and 1 increase, and at the end you will have 48 single crochets. So you make 6 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then you make 1 increase. And repeat this pattern for 6 times. In the next round, you make 3 single crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Then you make 7 single crochets and 1 increase for 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then you make 1 increase. You repeat this 7 single crochets and 1 increase for 5 times. At the end of this round, you make 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochets and 1 increase, and you will have 54 single crochets. In the next round, you make 8 single crochets and 1 increase for 6 times. So we make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then you make 1 increase. That is, you crochet 2 single crochets in 1 stitch and do this pattern for 6 times. At the end, you will have 60 single crochets. In the next round, you make 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 increase. Then you make 9 single crochets and 1 increase for 5 times. At the end, you crochet 5 remaining single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And at the end of this round, you will have 66 single crochets. In the next round, you make 10 single crochets and 1 increase for 6 times. At the end of this round, you will have 72 single crochets. Rounds 10 to 19, that is for 10 rounds, you make 72 single crochets. And it is time to sew the buttons for the eyes to the face. Between rounds 11 to 12, we adjust the eyes, the button for the eyes, and then we sew them to the face in this way. You insert the needle and sew the button to the face. Okay, so in this way you can fix it to the face. It's better to make a cross in the buttons to look like lalaloopsy doll. Okay, so I adjusted the second eyes and sewed it. And now for making eyelashes, you come 2 stitches up and then go in under the button and make eyelashes. It is better to do it twice to make it more thicker. The length of the eyelashes depends on you. And do another one beneath it and insert it in the same stitch. Go this way and do it twice to look thicker. And then you fix the thread in the back. So for making the lips, it is better to use embroidered thread. And then in round 8, you mark the place of the lips, and then you insert the embroidered thread 1 stitch beside it, not in the same one, but beside it. And then you insert it here. Again, you come one stitch beside it, and then again you go back into the same stitch. Again you come one stitch next, and then you insert it here, and do it until you reach this place. Now that we designed the eyes and the lips, we start to finish the head, and in the next round you make 10 single crochets and 1 decrease. Now we are going to finish the head, so from now on we have decreases. Now we have 66 single crochets. In the next round we make 9 single crochets and 1 decrease for 6 times, and at the end you will have 60 single crochets. In the next round you make 8 single crochets and 1 decrease for 6 times, and do it gradually for every round. That is, in the next round you make 7 single crochets and 1 decrease. Then you make 6 single crochets and 1 decrease until you reach 1 single crochet and 1 decrease. Be careful to fill the head with fiber gradually as you're moving upward, and you must fill the head very firmly and very tightly so that it looks better. Okay, when you did 1 single crochet and 1 decrease, you have 12 stitches in the round. Now you make 6 decreases in order to finish the head. So you decrease these stitches. Okay, pull the yarn inside the head and you pull it more and cut it. Thank you for watching my video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.